This is Rap the News, and Rap the News is going to be laying in on the wicked Watchmen again for their lies and deception. They did a video, the 400-year prophecy and Exodus deception. Why are they doing that video? Because Rap the News just did a video on that same thing, talking about the date 1619 to 2019, end of captivity, in which I was selling one of our hoodies, but also I was talking about that this would be the last year of our captivity. I don't think we're going to make it into 2020. We probably get close as in December maybe of next year, but I don't believe we're going into 2020. If we do, we're going to be in our own land. So we're going to get into it. So they saying that I'm wrong some type of way, looking at all the signs and everything that's crack-a-lacking, but I'm wrong some type of way. So let's hear what they have to say.
So now we say, well, wait a minute, because a lot I've seen some of the posts. Man, we're gonna be coming out with great substance and all this thing. Well, wait a minute though, that already happened. I got the scriptures.
It did not happen.
I got the scripture for you. Okay, let's go to Psalms 105. Verse 36 and 38. 36 through 38.
Psalms 105, verse 36 through 38. He smote also all the firstborn in their land, the chief of all their strength. He brought them forth also with silver and gold, and there was not one feeble person among their tribes. Mitzrayim was glad when they departed, for the fear of them fell upon them.
Wow, you see that? So they left with what? Silver and gold.
Liars.
And Egypt was what? Glad when they departed. He take the silver and gold. Go. You see that? So they did come out with great substance. That's already happened.
It didn't already happen. These two, look at her digging in your nose. It didn't already happen.
Show you too in this lesson for those of you who are still okay, what are y'all trying to say here? We're going to show you all too what's going to happen here in the last days when we leave these lands. Some of the same
Rap the News is going to show you, because these are two idiots right here who don't know what the hell they talking about.
Things are going to take place, family. Some of the same things, but there's a difference. Right now, we are looking at a 400-year time frame in which we are literally 2 weeks away from that.
So it ain't going to happen probably exactly on the first day of January. And then there's some people talking about January the 21st when that moon is going to happen. It's going to happen whenever God wanted to happen, because he's the only one who really knows, because everybody else is dead. Exactly when was the first day we went into slavery. But I do believe that it's going to be this year. I believe that. Okay, and I'm going to prove it to some degree.
And so when we show you these other prophecies, you're going to see that 400 years already took place. But the time frame we're looking at right
Liars. Liar. She said the 400 years already take place. People, let me tell you something. First, before I even say that, look at this get up they got on. Anybody noticing that witchcraft? Anybody noticing this satanic Anton LaVey cloak? She got an Anton LaVey cloak on. Anybody notice the 6 crosses across her forehead? I wonder what's in these little vials right here. Fingers. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a closer look at that. All you got to do is put a crystal ball in front of her and you'll see. They look like Christians or Jews anymore? Or they look like they doing black magic? They look like they doing black magic. And it ain't the first time they wearing all black, huh? Is it because they favorite color? It's because they doing spells. They doing spells. All you got to do is put the crystal ball right in front of them. And look at that. You can see it. Same outfit she got on. Just froze the picture. The one they got on they banner. Watch this. Let's get a close up on this. Because you got all these cloaks that these damn demon kids is wearing. You got Watchman y'all wearing the same thing as a warlock, the wizards is wearing. These demon people, right? The Illuminati. You wearing the same get up. She went, watch, people who read crystal balls, ain't she dressed up just like the people who read crystal balls and tarot cards? Watch this. This is a witch right here. Let's get a close-up on that. Look at the witch's get up. I did not put this on this witch. She wears that. And watch, Deborah Yah got the exact same get up on her head. Look at that shorty doo-wop on that head right there. Right? And then what is all this Illuminati crap that you got on? And look at the hair and everything else and the way that she wearing it. She wearing it just like the witch. She got a crystal ball. All she needs is her little crystal ball. I'm pretty sure she got it around the house somewhere, huh? Witches, man. Witches. So, watch. Let's prove them wrong real quick. No, let's get back into some more of that witchcraft crap. Where's that at? Right here. She just put this out the same day, yesterday. Proof of how to confuse our enemies. The blood still works. Clue. The blood still works. Okay, first of all, you got a cloak on. How many black people do you know that goes out and buy a cloak? You know a lot of people into Wicca and witchcraft is going to go out and buy that. But how many godly people you know that went and got a cloak? You got a cloak on. You doing some spells. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fooling Rap the News. And then watch. Let's shut them down, man. It was only 2 times that we are in captivity. Only 2 times. They don't know what they're talking about. The first time was in Egypt with the pharaohs, and we did a 430-year spell. And exactly after that 430 years, God took us out. Okay, and that leaves only this time that's left, the 400 years. And we're at the end of that 400 years as soon as it hit 2019. And then God is going to take us out. There is no other time in history of the Bible or mankind that all of the children of Israel was scattered and did a 400-year spell. What the hell are they talking about? They lying. They're being deceptive. They're trying to confuse the 400 with the 430. Purposely to say, to bring you down. They say, ain't nothing finna happen. Rap the News wrong. Guess what? Genesis 15:30. And he, God, said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. And also that nation whom they will serve I will judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. And that's knowledge. That ain't the money and the gold and everything that they came out before with. This is knowledge. God is not a liar. When he says 400, and that's who said it, God said, when he says 400 years, 400 means 400 and not 430. So these are the people that already had their Exodus, and these are the Hebrews, Exodus 12:40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. 430 years is not 400 years. When God says 400, he means 400, not 430. And it came to pass, meaning what? This already happened. Which leaves what? The 400 years that we're doing right now. They proved wrong, huh? Quickly. They look stupid. At the end of the 430 years, watch it. It came to pass. It already happened. At the end of the 430 years, even the self-same day it came to pass. What do you mean? Exactly on the 430th day it came to pass when God said it was. 400 years passed and it ain't finna come to pass. They liars. If it happened on the same day back then, it's going to happen on the same day this time. That all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. And they said, what? That already happened. No, it didn't. When? in Babylon somewhere. We did another spell 400 years somewhere else besides Egypt. They liars, right? Yeah, we doing a spell, all right. 400 years in the land of captivity in the European nations, transatlantic slave trade. And so, watch this. You want to look at the key thing. And also the nation, that nation whom they shall serve, and with whatever nation you in, black man, will I judge. And then afterwards they shall come out with great substance. So the Gentiles right now are in judgment. How do we know? Right here. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's where they're at right now, and that's between Syria and Israel. They can walk to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and that's where they at. They are all around the valley of Jehoshaphat in the Mediterranean Sea right now, with all their ships and all their weapons and all their tanks. They're right there, right? Doing their last strongholds. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Iran, Iraq, all of them places that's around there. Israel, you know what I mean? Egypt. And so we'll go to Ezekiel 38. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years, at the end of time, thou shalt come up into the land that is brought back from the sword. So 400 years of captivity is turned right here. And is gathered out of many people against the mountain of Israel, which have always been waste, but is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. So when we're back over there, and that's what we brought back, then shall the European Gog and Magog nations come like a storm, and all of their military planes to try to kill us. I'm going to go to Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, key word is again. It already happened once, and now it's going to happen again. I will also gather all the nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? And I will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. They over in the valley of Jehoshaphat doing what? Being judged. And what? The latter times. All these heathen is waking up. Right? And then God is going to do what? He says, it shall come to pass the same time when Gog shall come up against the land of Israel, says the Lord, that my fury shall come up in my face. Because what? They have a bright ideal to do what? Come up against the land of Israel. For in my jealousy the fire of my wrath has spoken. And then he's going to do what? He's going to rain great hailstones, fire, and brimstones on them. After we are back in the land after 400 years. This already happened because it says what? It already came to pass. This 400, show me where it came to pass at. Watchman Yah and Deborah Yah, you two losers. Show me where it came to pass at. You can't. Watch this. That's why your face look like that. Let's wrap the news.